when it comes down to the wire. You got to play rough when you cross that line of fire. You got to have guts to stand for your rights. You got to keep a grip enough to hold on tight. You got to do the fighting with all of your might. You got to keep the target straight ahead in your sights. Got to get tough, yo, Joe. Got to get tough, yo, Joe. G.I. Joe, America's top secret mobile strike force team. Yo, Joe. The mission, to defend freedom. Yo, Joe. The threat, Cobra, an evil organization bent on world conquest. Yo, Joe. The battle cry, Yo, Joe. Got to get tough, yo, Joe. Got to get tough, yo, Joe. Joe.
I never thought I'd see the sun come up on a day when Pathfinder, the G.I. Joe scout, was as lost as a rookie at his first scrimmage.
Hey, drop me in the jungle, I'll get you where you're going in no time. But these Chicago street signs are something else. I give up. Freefall, have you got any idea how we get to the railroad yard?
Sure thing. Hang a right and go past the construction site. But drive slow. The street's torn up. And we don't want our turbo flight levitation turbine banged up before we deliver it to the station master.
You mean before we deliver it to Cobra Commander?
It looks like my first command to steal the levitation turbine is going to be a crashing success!
Codswallop, we've just been spotted by G.I. Joe!
On the other hand, G.I. Joe has been spotted by us. Range 100. Fire! Fire! Bang! Bang!
Gridiron! I'm under Cobra attack!
Yikes! Oh, criminy, what's he doing here?
Those rages are blocking traffic, Pathfinder. Let's move them out. Break through their line. Puff Bullseye! But maybe we should go back the way we came. There are civilians ahead.
Nagai! Keep the Joes contained on the construction site. Well, I'm prepared to spring my trap. Good. The detonator's still in place. And so are my 2 tons of steel, ready to stop the battle bunker dead in its tracks.
Sonny boy, it's you!
Granny? What are you doing here? I'm supposed to meet you at your hotel tomorrow.
Surprise, surprise! I got off the bus. Traffic's terrible, isn't it? But then I saw you here. Well, aren't you glad to see me?
Gridiron! Metalhead's taken a hostage! I'll try to scare him away.
Is that a friend of yours?
No, Granny, that's a G.I. Joe gangster, and those guys play rough.
In that case, he can play somewhere else. I wasn't the first woman colonel on the European Defense Corps for nothing.
Yikes! I guess she wasn't a hostage after all.
Oh no! My detonator!
Your letters bring your proud grandmama all the way from the old country to shake the hand of my grandson, who tells me he's the big shot commander of Cobra Security Forces. And all you got eyes for is this soggy gadget? Just because you're a good guy cop doesn't mean you can forget important things, like family, like...
Later, Granny, later! Range 40. Bang! Bang!
On the other hand, these criminals you're protecting the city from look pretty mean. You need your gadget dry? Talcum powder works every time.
Granny, no, wait!
The big shot commander of Cobra should know you'll never plant explosives up high like this, or those rotten crooks will get away every single time.
So, Gridiron, what's the big deal with this turbo flight levitation turbine anyway?
Nothing much. Except that it produces a supermagnetic field so powerful, it can power a battleship or make an office building rise up into thin air. That train is going to float like a cloud and move like a halfback.
Hey, that does sound great.
Yeah, as long as you know who doesn't strike like a snake and try to steal some of that lightning for himself.
Exactly, which is why we're going along for the opening kickoff.
My Sonny, what a lovely head office you have. And it's so nice and secluded, right in the middle of Lake Michigan.
On the other hand, Sonny, your plan to foil those G.I.JOE gangsters was just terrible.
Nogahide, that is no way to talk to the commander of Cobra. Humph.
You? The commander of Cobra? Where did she get that?
Stow it, Nogahide.
Don't tell me you've been telling little white fibs to the folks back home. Whoa!
I wouldn't be flapping my lip if I were any of you. I know all about your secret trips to the alligator races and to the ballet.
Ooh.
When you were supposed to be on guard duty.
On the other hand, there's no real harm in impressing your old granny, is there? Commander?
Thanks, Nogahide. Now it's time to meet the commander in the floating fortress. And we do want to keep on our toes, right?
Metalhead, I want you to get this through your electroplated skull. If you fail to steal the levitation turbine this time, the whole lot of you will no longer be sorry. You will be hog slop!
Well, Commander, how are we gonna steal an entire train?
Give me a minute to think.
Sonny!
Oh, no.
I found a whole case of K-rations. A little water, a dash of castor oil to kill the germs, and presto, soup!
Granny, no!
You can't say you don't like my cooking. You haven't even tasted it.
Ma'am, your soup is surrounded by live missiles.
Of course it is. It's in a munitions cart. What's the matter? Afraid that'll spoil the taste? It never did when I was fighting in the resistance in World War II. Now, listen up. I've got a plan that's going to make those G.I. Joe criminals' heads spin.
We're ready to roll. Anything visible up top, Freefall?
Not a snake in sight, Cap.
Then let's get this show on the road.
Yo, Joe! This is Metalhead. G.I. Joe will be right back.
Got to get top G.I. Joe!
Yo, Joe! Looks like I've got you where I want you.
Whoa, what's that?
Happy highball, engineer! We're approaching industrial trackage. Better slow this train way down.
Yeehaw! Get along, little doggy!
Turn the battle bunker around. We've got a train to catch.
You've got it.
You would think you can follow that train without getting lost?
As long as they keep firing the signal flares.
What's the matter with you criminals?
Huh?
Grown men can't remember to eat a nutritious whole grain breakfast?
Cobra! I see it, but I don't believe it. The Metalhead Express is right on schedule, and the superconductive generator belongs to Cobra.
Freefall, Ground comm reports the bullet train's headed your way. Confirm, over.
It sure is. And it's heading right for the lake. Catch you later, Gridiron. I got some reptiles I gotta drop in on.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Not a bad fit. Even though wearing Cobra gear kind of makes my skin crawl.
I can't believe your granny helped us heist the bullet train right out from under the Joes!
As long as she thinks they're crooks and I'm the commander of a private security force.
Attention, Cobra forces. The installation of the turboflight levitation turbine in our floating fortress is about to begin. And soon, nothing on Earth will be able to withstand its power. Those responsible for obtaining the generator may report to me for a personal commendation immediately.
Fame and glory, here we come!
Oh no!
Yoo-hoo! Mr. Destro! I helped my grandson plan that mission.
Granny, no! Nagahide, come on, we gotta stop her!
Oh, there you are, Sonny.
Sonny? Who dares address Cobra Commander with such disrespect?
Stall him!
Wait a minute, Sonny. Where are we going? I still want to get my commendation from the Destro fellow.
Metalhead! The, guy with a metal face wants a word with you.
Wait here, Granny. I'll explain everything later.
But why can't you explain it to me now? Oh, what has gotten into that boy?
No, ma'am. Please don't do that. I walked in here by mistake. I'm just looking for the communications center.
Well, if that's all, you missed it by 4 doors. It's down on the right.
Thanks, ma'am. You see, I've got to call home.
What a nice boy. But hasn't he ever heard of keys?
I can see it now, Destro. By tomorrow, the Chicago Cubs will be renamed Cobra's Cubs.
The City Fathers will proclaim the downtown loop the Cobra Coil.
Chicago, you're not just my kind of town. You're about to become my town, period. Mr. Mayor, here I come.
Gridiron, do you read me? Gridiron, do you read me?
Read you loud and clear, Freefall. What's their game plan?
Cobra's installed the levitation turbine into something they're calling the floating fortress. It's loaded with artillery. It's as big as the battleship Missouri, and it's heading straight for Chicago.
Not only is it headed for Chicago, it's headed straight for City Hall. And if that doesn't give you a big bang, oh! I don't know what will. Mr. Freefall G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe will be back. Don't you dare leave.
Got to get tough, G.I. Joe!
You're my ticket to a promotion, Freefall, so stand up nice and slow.
Just remember, Metalhead, if you turn me in, I'll be sure to tell your grandmother the truth about you and Cobra.
You wouldn't.
You forget, we Joes know how to play tough.
What's that?
My old parachute must have blown across an alarm sensor.
You must really think I'm soft in the head to believe that.
Soft or not, do we have a deal?
What's going on, mate?
I don't know. Both of you, check the roof. And Nagahide?
What's going on, boys?
Nothing, Granny. And what are you waiting for? There are probably Joes swarming all over the roof. Get up there and find out.
If nothing's going on, what is everyone so riled up about?
Nothing, Granny. It's just a training exercise. I'm pretending this saw viper is my prisoner. Stay here. I'll be right back.
No way! I love training exercises! Come on, Sonny! Let's go!
First, I gotta get rid of some garbage.
Come on, Sonny. You heard the lady. Let's go. No, Granny, those aren't heating vents. They're laser cannons.
Why don't you shut your face and let me give Granny the tour, saw viper?
Attention, Cobra forces! Operation My Kind of Town will commence on my command.
Who is that awful-looking man?
That's my operations officer.
Ugh! With help that ugly, you'd be better off running things yourself!
Okay, Joes, what we need is a real goal line defense. Because if Cobra scores in Chicago, the whole Midwest could fall.
Surrender or be destroyed!
Surrender's not a word they teach us at West Point, lizard lips.
A foolish choice, Gridiron, but one which shall afford me much pleasure. Cobra forces, attack!
Pathfinder, do you read me? Cobra's floating fortress packs too much firepower for us to stop it. If you can't shut down that levitation turbine, by tomorrow, we'll all be prisoners in Cobra City. Woo!
Gotcha, Cap. I've spotted free fall, and we're ready to move.
Mr. Mayor. I've come for the keys to the city.
Sonny, why are your people trying to ruin Chicago?
Why, we're saving the citizens from themselves, Granny. In return for total domination, we offer peace, justice, and the Cobra way. And we did it, Granny. We did it. The city of Chicago belongs to us. Maybe so, metalhead. But now I'm gonna have to ask you to raise your other hand.
You forgot to say Simon Says!
Whoa! Oh well, sounded good at the time. By the way, Freefall, who's your tailor?
I don't know, but I'm dumping him as of now.
Sonny, we need to talk. Something fun is going on here.
Granny, later, please. I've got business. Range 15. Fire! Bang!
Whoa! You know what, Sonny? I don't think the G.I. Joes are criminals at all, but I do think your friends are rotten. Real friends don't level cities when they want to pay a visit to City Hall, and they don't put their feet on the furniture. I'd say it's time to clear out the garbage.
Granny, no! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I'll bet you didn't think I was paying attention when you pushed all those buttons. Commander of Cobra, indeed.
We can override the circuits controlling the generator from here.
You're making a big mistake, Granny. Cobra's gonna rule the world. You could be a part of it.
Another tirade like that, and I'm washing your mouth out with soap.
Captain Gridiron, I've got a strange feeling that Cobra Commander's term of mayor of Chicago is about to come to a crashing conclusion.
Well, here goes nothing. It worked! Everybody, brace yourselves for a fall!
Wow! Incredible! The fortress is destroying itself!
Was this your doing, you meddling old biddy?
Hey, watch your tongue, Commander! That's my granny you're addressing! Whoa.
Your family history is most fascinating, Metalhead. But given the circumstances, we will postpone this discussion till later. Come along, Commander.
Gotta go, Granny!
Bye-bye, Sonny. Don't forget to write. Honestly, Pathfinder, Sonny's a good boy at heart. It's just a phase he's going through. This wanting to conquer the world. He'll grow out of it, trust me. And by the way, who's in charge of G.I. Joe? You seem like good fellows, but I have a few ideas about tactics I'd like to share with your commander.
This is Gridiron. G.I. Joe will be right back.
Got to get top G.I. Joe! Got to get top Joe! Got to get top Joe! You know you've got to stand tall when it comes down to the wire. Joe! You got to play rough when you cross that line of fire. Joe! You got to have guts to stand for your rights. You got to keep it gripping up the hold on tight. You got to do the fighting with all of your might. You got to keep the target straight ahead on your side.